Dead signal. Dead signal. Dead signal. Still breathing. You can't hear me, but you will. Dead signal. Static in the air. I cut the wire, but the voice is still there. Dead signal. Nothing on the screen when the world goes quiet. That's when I get me. Midnight crawling, street lights flicker, bass underneath making everything feel thicker. Smoke in the room, window cracked, old thoughts creeping through the spaces in the black. I've been hearing voices since I learned to understand. Everybody got a message, everybody got a plan. Some want your money, some want your fear, some want your attention every second you're here. I learned to keep distance from the noise they create, because a hungry mind can become an easy target for hate. So why cut the signal, let the silence arrive? Now I hear my own thoughts and I know I'm alive. Dead signal. Static in the air. I cut the wire, but the voice is still there. Dead signal. Nothing on the screen when the world goes quiet. That's when I get me. Dusty record, needle dropping, bass rolling, whole room knocking. Old school underground built from broken pieces. People finding freedom when depression never ceases. Cannabis smoke floating underneath the ceiling. Music turning conversations into something you could feel. And culture wasn't born from a polished advertisement. It came from people making meaning from their environment. Now everybody wants a piece of what was underground, but remember who was standing when nobody came around. History matters, people matter, context matters too. You can celebrate the culture without pretending every story was beautiful. Beautiful. That, beautiful. That. Dead signal, no bars. No connection, just me underneath the stars. Funny how the world feels smaller when you're offline. Suddenly every little thought starts taking up your mind. I remember when silence wasn't something people feared. Before every empty second had to disappear. Now everybody's connected, but nobody listens. Everybody wants attention while the real conversation's missing. So let the silence breathe, let the room stay still. Sometimes nothing happening is exactly what you need. No signal, no voice, no screen, no choice. Wait, listen. They sell you outrage, package up the fear, put a little music underneath so you keep it in your ear. Repeat the same story, change the face, keep the anger moving at a faster pace. But I don't need to hate somebody just because they told me to. I don't need to worship somebody just because they told me to. I can question, I can doubt, I can listen and decide what makes sense when the noise dies out. Cut the wire, kill the feed, clear the noise, think and breathe. Dead signal. Static in the air, I cut the wire, but the voice is still there. Dead signal. Nothing on the screen when the world goes quiet, that's when I get me. No guitar grinding, chugging with the bass. Dirty distortion, putting pressure in the space. Kick hits heavy, snare stays dry. Scratch cuts through while the dark samples fly. Guitar underneath like a warning in the floor. Not a rock song, just a little more way behind the door. Boom bap in the bloodstream, new metal in the shadow. Head nod in the front, dark distortion in the marrow. That's the combination, no polished radio shine. Just a dirty underground rhythm with the darkest state of mind. Maybe being disconnected isn't being lost. Maybe being disconnected shows you what the connection costs. Every second of attention has somebody waiting for it. Every thought you share has somebody ready to record it. So keep a little mystery, keep something for yourself. Not every memory needs to live somewhere else. Not every thought needs another person's approval. Sometimes keeping your silence is the strongest thing you can do. Dead. 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 Dead, 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 dead signal. Still moving, dead screen, still thinking. Dead shadow, still speaking. Because a voice ain't dead just because nobody's streaming. I came from the underground where the room was small, where the beat was rough, where you gave it everything because there wasn't much at all. No millions watching, no spotlight, just a microphone, a record, and the reason to write, that's enough. Dead, 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 dead signal. Static in the air, I cut the wire, but the voice is still there. Dead signal. Nothing on the screen when the world goes quiet, that's when I get me. No no signal. Still here. Dead signal. No connection on the line. But the voice inside my head still knows I'm alive. Dead signal. Every screen goes black when the world stops talking. I don't need to talk back. Yeah, phone dead, screen black, whole world quiet. Nothing coming back, no messages, no updates, no digital noise, no stranger trying to tell me what my choice is. I sit there, let the silence breathe, feel the weight of everything underneath. Funny how you notice what you buried in the rush, when the constant stimulation finally turns to dust. I hear my heartbeat, hear the room, hear the city, moving somewhere in the gloom. And I realize I've been running from myself, keeping every second occupied so I wouldn't have to deal. Dead signal, no connection on the line, but the voice inside my head still knows I'm alive. Dead signal, every screen goes black when the world stops talking. I don't need to talk. Yeah, bass rolls low, smoke in the air. Old record spinning like nobody else is there. This culture came from people making noise. Nobody wanted to hear their voice. It's underground music, cannabis art. People turning pressure into something from the heart. Now the culture's visible, everybody sees the surface, but the roots run deeper than a product with a purpose. Talk about history, talk about the stigma, talk about the people who were caught inside the system. Talk about reform, talk about education, talk about responsibility along with celebration. Dead signal, but the city still moves. Footsteps on the pavement, people searching for a groove. Everybody's got a different destination, everybody carrying another complication. I don't know your story, you don't know mine, so why the hell we always acting like we're running out of time? Maybe slow down, maybe listen, maybe understanding isn't weakness in the system. Maybe you can disagree without turning someone into an enemy. That's harder than anger, but it's worth it. No signal, no screen, no voice, no machine. What remains? Everybody wants a reaction, that's what keeps the engine running. Anger is profitable, fear is even better. They know exactly which buttons they can press. They give you something to hate, then they give you something to fear next. Cycle keeps spinning, people keep fighting, while somebody somewhere counts the money from the lightning. I don't need the outrage, I need perspective. I don't need another enemy, I need a reason. Cut the feed, kill the sound, let the silence come around. Dead signal, no connection on the line, but the voice inside my head still knows I'm alive. Dead signal, every screen goes black when the world stops talking. I don't need to talk. Low, no signal guitar chugging, locked with the bass. Dirty and breathing through the back of the space. Kick's hard, snare snaps dry, scratch cut sharp while the dark samples fly. New metal pressure underneath the groove, not taking over, just making everything move. Dusty boom bap, heavy low end. Restore the guitar like a shadow underneath the skin. That's the sound, classic bounce, modern way, dark guitar tension, keeping everything away. Maybe the dead signal isn't really dead. Maybe it's the moment when we finally hear your head. No outside voices, no constant direction, no endless notifications demanding your attention. Just thought, just breathe, just time. And maybe that's enough to make you understand. You don't need everybody to approve your life. You don't need every argument to end with you being right. Sometimes peace is walking away before the noise gets inside. Dead signal. Dead signal. I don't need to talk back. The signal returns slowly. One bar, then two. messages start arriving. Everything starts moving through, but I don't rush. I leave the phone face down. If the world keeps spinning without dragging me around, I learn something from the silence. Attention is mine, and if I give it away, I better know why. Dead signal, no connection on the line, but the voice inside my head still knows I'm alive. Dead signal, every string goes black when the world stops talking. No, I don't need to talk back. Dead signal, let the whole world wait. Dead signal, decide what gets through the gate. Only hits the window. Only hits the window. Phone lights up. Another message. Another story. Dead signal. Something's still transmitting. Can you hear it? Dead signal. Nothing but static on the line. Dead signal. But I can still hear mine. No bars, no connection, no voice coming through. When everything goes silent, I finally hear the truth. Black screen, cold room, bass moving through the gloom. No notification, no flashing light, no stranger trying to start another fight. I sit back, let the silence work. Every thought that I bury starts to surface first. That's the problem with keeping busy all the time. You can run from every feeling till you run out of places to hide. So I stay here, don't move. Let the darkness tell me what I already knew. I was never scared of being alone. I was scared of hearing everything when nobody else was talking. Dead signal, nothing but static on the line. Dead signal, but I can still hear mine. No bars, no connection, no voice coming through. When everything goes silent, I finally hear the truth. Needle drops, bass rolls, old records still know how the underground goes. Smoke drifting through the room, rhythm bouncing off the walls inside the gloom. Music wasn't always about chasing numbers. Sometimes it was people trying to survive the pressure. Cannabis culture, art and conversation. People questioning no laws and demanding recognition. Now the world looks different. Market changed the frame, but don't let the bigger audience erase the people who came. You can celebrate the progress without rewriting history. You can talk about the culture without turning people into merchandise. That's the balance, that's the line. Respect what came before while building what comes next. Dead signal. Dead signal, no connection. Still thinking about direction. Everybody wants a quick answer, a clean enemy, a simple explanation. But life ain't simple, people ain't simple. Truth ain't always comfortable enough to fit inside a slogan. So I keep questioning, even when it's inconvenient. Especially when it's inconvenient. Because the easiest thing to believe isn't always the thing that's true. Turn it off, let it breathe. No signal, no screen. What's left? Everything. They know attention is the currency. That's why every screen keeps reaching back for me. Another notification, another headline, another little piece of somebody else's timeline. They want reaction, they want outrage, they want you emotionally invested before you know what happened. So I stop, read twice, think once, and decide. Because reacting instantly is exactly what they designed. Kill the feed, cut the wire, let the silence take you higher. Dead signal, nothing but static on the line. Dead signal, but I can still hear mine. No bars, no connection, no voice coming through. When everything goes silent, I finally hear the truth. Low guitar grinding, chugging with the bass. Dirty distortion, filling every empty space. Kick hits, heavy snare cracks dry. DJ cut sharp while the dark samples fly. Guitar stays underneath, but they gives the beat teeth. That low tone pressure making every bar hit deep. Boom bap in the rhythm, new metal in the shadow. Resty drums in the fret, disordered weight in the marrow. No rock chorus, no pop shine. just two worlds pressed together into one dark design. Maybe the dead signal isn't really silence. Maybe it's freedom from everybody else's guidance. No trending opinion, no digital crowd. No stranger telling me what I'm allowed. I can stick with uncertainty, I can say I don't know. I can change my position when the evidence shows. That's not weakness, that's growth. That's how you keep your mind from becoming somebody else's Signal gone, but the beat stays alive. That's the underground. Keep moving to create and keep the reason alive. No signal needed, no permission required. Just a microphone, a record, and something burning inside. Baby, that's why the music survives. Cause when the system goes quiet, the people still write. Dead signal, nothing but static on the line. Dead signal.
Yeah. Can you hear that?
Nothing. That's the point. That's the point. Dead signal. Dead signal. Dead signal. Everything goes quiet. Dead signal. No more voices trying to guide it. Cut the wire. Cut the wire. Kill the screen, let the static fall. When there's nothing left to hear, I don't need to hear it all. No signal, no bars, dark room, no stars. City outside moving slow. Nobody knows where the next hour goes. I used to fill every silence with sound. Now I let the quiet move around, because silence ain't empty. Silence got weight. It shows you every thought you tried to suffocate. Every fear, every doubt, every question you kept locked inside the house. But I don't run now, I let them come, I let them speak, then I let them go. Dead signal, everything goes quiet. Dead signal. No more voices trying to guide it. Cut the wire. Kill the screen at the static fall. When there's nothing left to hear, I don't need to hear it all. Bass hits, record spins, smoke curls as the night begins. The sound came from the places where the polished world didn't wanna sin. Underground, independent people making something out of almost nothing. Cannabis culture, music and resistance. People talking freedom, people questioning the system. But every mover needs to understand its history, not just the aesthetic, not just the imagery, the people, the struggle, the mistakes, the progress, everything that made the culture what it is today. Don't reduce a whole history to a product on the shelf. Don't erase the people who built the language themselves. Dead signal. Dead signal. Yeah. Dead signal, still moving, no connection, still proving. I don't need 1,000 people to validate what I'm doing. That's the trap, chasing approval until you forget why you started moving. You post something, wait for reactions, watch the numbers, stuff the interactions. Then the whole day gets controlled by strangers' opinions. That's not freedom, that's dependence. So I step back, creating silence, let the work speak before I ask anybody if they like it. No signal, no crowd, no pressure, no sound, just a pulse. Everybody's got a headline, everybody's got a warning, everybody's got a reason why you should be scared this morning. Fear travels faster when you make it entertaining. Anger travels farther when the algorithm keeps explaining. But I refuse to make my mind a permanent battlefield. I can disagree without needing everybody killed. Not literally, mentally, that's what I mean. Stop turning every stranger into something you need to defeat. Cut the feed, kill the light, let your mind wake up tonight. Dead signal, everything goes quiet. Dead signal. No more voices trying to guide it. Cut the wire. Kill the screen at the static fall. When there's nothing left to hear, I don't need to hear it all. Bass rolling deep, kick hits heavy, snare cracks clean. Distorted guitar underneath the drum machine. Dirty amp texture, cutting through the smoke screen. New pressure, but the rhythm stays hip-hop. No giant rock chorus, no glossy radio drop. Just a dark guitar locked inside the pocket, giving every beat a little extra weight when I rock it. Dead signal taught me something simple. Attention has a price. Every second that you give away can change your life, so choose carefully. Choose what enters, choose what stays, cause your mind is the only home you carry every day. Don't let fear rent space, don't let anger pay the bills. Don't let somebody else's agenda tell you how to feel. Think, breathe, question, then move. Big signal. Big signal. Signal gone, but my voice remains. No microphone needed to remember where I came. Music gave me language when I couldn't explain. The beat gave me somewhere to put the pain. The underground taught me you don't need permission. You just need something real and enough conviction. So if the signal dies, let it, but message isn't dead, as long as somebody still carries it in their head. Dead signal, everything goes quiet. The dead signal. No more voices trying to guide it. Cut the wire. Feel the wire. Feel the screen, let the static fall. When there's nothing left to hear, I don't need to hear it all. No. Dead signal. Let the whole world wait. Dead signal. I decide what passes through the gate. Morning comes. The signal returns. Morning comes. The signal returns.
Let's transmission. If you can hear this, listen close.
Listen close. Dead signal. Let the static talk. Dead signal. When the world stops, I walk. No bars, no feed, no voice in my ear. When everything goes silent,
I become very clear.
Yeah. Last transmission, last light. City disappearing in the black tonight. No signal, no screen. No glowing notification telling me what everything means. I sit still, listen close. Hear the room in the city breathing through the walls. Funny how the silence can become so loud when there ain't another voice trying to pull you through the crowd. I used to fear being disconnected. Now I fear being constantly directed.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
Dead signal. Let the static talk. Dead signal. When the world stops, I walk. No bars, no feed, no voice in my ear. When everything goes silent,
I become very clear.
Needle hits, bass rolls. Old records still got stories in they souls. Smoke floating, room dark. Every kick drum leaves a mark. Underground music wasn't built for perfection. It was built for expression. For people taking pressure and turning it into progression. Cannabis culture carried history and controversy. People fighting stigma while searching for legitimacy. Now the conversation's bigger, good. Keep talking. Education, responsibility, deforming the people who were there before the corporations. Don't erase the roots just because the tree got tall.
Yeah, dead signal, still breathing. No connection, still believing. I don't need every person to understand what I'm feeling.
Some things are mine, some things stay private. Some thoughts don't need a public microphone. The internet taught everybody how to broadcast, but silence taught me how to hold something back. That's power too. Knowing when not to speak, knowing when to listen, knowing when to walk away before the argument becomes something you don't recognize.
No signal, no noise, no crowd, no choice. Only breath, only heartbeat.
They want your attention attention before they want your money. They want your reaction before they tell you what's coming. Fear first, context later, anger first, facts later. Everybody screaming before anybody checks the data. That's how the system keeps the whole room heated. Nobody gets time to think because everybody's busy being defeated. So I step out, take a breath, read it again and decide. Cut the wire, kill the feed, let the silence show what you need. Dead signal, let the static talk. Dead signal. When the world stops, I walk. No bars, no feed, no voice in my ear. When everything goes silent, I become very clear. Low guitar chugging bass underneath. Dirty amp buzz grinding through the beat. Kick hits hard, snare cracks dry. DJ scratches cutting through the night. New metal texture, locked into the rhythm, not replacing the hip-hop, just increasing the tension. Dusty boom bap with distorted low and weight. A little grit underneath to make the whole thing shake. Head nod, head bang, same pocket, different attack. Maybe the message was never about the signal. Maybe the message was learning you don't need one. You can disappear from the noise for a while. Come back stronger, come back with a smile. Come back knowing what deserves your attention. What deserves your anger. What deserves your love. What deserves nothing, that's maturity. Not having every answer, just knowing which questions are worth asking. The signal dies, the beat remains, that's the part they never understood. You can shut down every tower in the city, you can turn off every screen, but you can't turn off a person who still believes in what they're creating. The underground survived because it never needed permission. No signal required, no approval required, just a need to make something real. Dead signal, let the static talk. Dead signal. When the world stops, I walk. No bars, no feed, no voice in my ear. When everything goes silent, I become very clear. Dead signal. This is the last transmission. Dead signal. Now listen to your own decision. The lights return, the signal comes back, the screens light up across the city. Everything reconnects, but I don't rush. I already know what silence sounds like. I already know what my mind says when nobody's shouting. And I know this, the signal can disappear. The world can go quiet.